Hey, Nick, Zach was just in here talking about how much he loves having Johan Rojas in center field, and I'm wondering why you might love having Johan Rojas in center field as a right fielder.
I mean, other than he's really good at tracking down fly balls and catching them, he covers a lot of ground. Also, for him being so young, he commands the outfield well, and he goes off of instincts. I don't think he waits for Paco to move or even tell me, to nudge a little bit to the right or left.
Nick, what's the preparation like for a guy like Strider, who you guys have seen a lot? As a right-handed hitter, you're probably going to see two types of pitches from him. Mm-hmm. What is the kind of prep work like?
Well, there's just different drills that guys do to get on top of his fastball, just because of how much ride it has. And then just kind of really developing a game plan that you want, because the reality is he is a strikeout pitcher, so kind of pick which part of the plate you're looking for and, just commit to it and don't try to cover the half, because when you have a guy who has stuff like his, it's very difficult to do.
And I know you don't see your own bullpen, but the stuff that is coming out of your bullpen, compared to last year, how much better do you think it is, and what kind of weapon could that be in this series for you?
Well, I think that anytime that you have a back-end bullpen where multiple guys can throw 100, as well as somebody who's just been in the moment over and over again, as well as Craig Kimbrell, I mean, it's good. There's no question about it. So just to be able to get to the bullpen with a chance to win, I think puts the game in our favor.
Questions? In the front here.
Nick, this matchup, Phillies-Braves, they won the season series, but you guys played them pretty tough. A lot of games were decided late. Why do you think you match up well with them? And just like as a baseball fan, are you guys eager and excited for this series, just given it's two of the better teams?
I'd say that we're eager and excited for the series because it's the next chapter on the journey to get a ring. And I think that, right now the way that we feel about each other is we would look forward to play anybody, honestly. It just happens to be the Braves.
Nick, have you been following, or are you aware that Phillies fans are in a death fight with the Braves mascot on Twitter?
Jess mentioned it something earlier today. She thought it was funny, but I didn't really pay too much attention.
Who would you take in a fight, Blooper or the Fanatic?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm going to say the Fanatic only because I play for the Phillies, but I mean,
Thank you.
Any more questions? Kate.
When you face a pitcher like Strider that you've seen a lot, the more plate appearances that you have against the same guy, do you feel that the scales tip more towards you or towards the pitcher as you see them more and more often?
I mean, it depends, honestly. When you have a guy like Strider and you also have talented hitters, it's just going to be who really executes their plan, I don't know if that answers your question. But I think it's going to be whoever develops a game plan and executes it better.
In the middle.
Another question about Strider. Describe the slider that he throws and maybe compare with others that you see around the league.
I would say that his slider compared to other guys around the league, it doesn't jump out as something spectacular. But what makes it really good is that he has one of the best fastballs in baseball. So you have to honor that. The more you honor his fastball, the more you're susceptible to his off-speed pitches.
We'll take one more. Great. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.